everyone, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video I thought I'd answer a few random questions, just a little bit of fun, nothing too serious, but I thought you guys could get to know me a little bit better, so let's get right into it. I've got my list of questions here on my phone, so let's get started. Question 1, are you named after anyone? Not that I'm aware of. I think my mom and dad chose between 3 names, Chloe, Paige and Chelsea, and they chose Chloe, which I'm super happy about because I do really like my name. And my middle name is Elizabeth, and I do know that my granddad's sister was called Elizabeth, so maybe I was named after her, I'm not sure. Question 2, when was the last time you cried? I'll be honest, I don't really cry that often. I think I cried maybe like a month ago. I was going through a bit of a hormonal patch and literally anything would set me off, and I was overly sensitive and I was taking everything super personal, so any little thing that someone said to me would make me cry because I was just a hormonal mess. Luckily I'm not like that now. Generally I'm just not someone that really cries much. I never have, so yeah. Question 3, do you have kids? No, I don't have any kids. I'm not really sure I ever do want children. I've never really had that desire to have them. There's a certain lifestyle that goes along with having kids that doesn't particularly interest me personally. So yeah, no kids, and not sure there ever will be, if I'm honest. Question 4, if you were another person, would you be a friend of yourself? Initially no, because I do come off very cold and very unapproachable when you first meet me. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because of my anxiety. So initially, yeah, I probably wouldn't be a friend, but I think once people get to know me and they understand that, you know, I'm not a bitch, I'm actually very nice, and they understand that that cold, hard exterior is just because I'm feeling a little bit nervous myself and a little bit awkward. Once people see past that, generally we end up being good friends. So I think once I got to know myself a little bit more, then I would be my friend for sure. Question 5, do you use sarcasm a lot? Yes. I think it's like my second language. It's not good and a lot of people take it the wrong way. Question 6, what's the first thing you notice about people? I don't think there's anything in particular physically that I notice, but I definitely notice whether I think someone's authentic or not, and I can tell straight away if someone's being fake and if someone's a bullshitter. So that's probably the first thing that I notice. Appearance wise, probably hair. I don't know, I just like hair, so this is always the first thing that I look at. Question 7, what is your eye colour? My eyes are green, they've got a little bit of brown in them. They're not hazel though, they're definitely more green. Question 8, scary movie or happy endings? I like both, to be honest. I used to watch a lot of scary movies, but my partner doesn't particularly like them, so I tend to not really watch them when he's around. Yeah, I don't mind either, I like both. Question 9, favourite smells? I love the smell of grass when it's first been cut. I love the smell of peach and like citrusy candles, like orange candles, stuff like that. I love really fresh smells, like fresh linen, things like that. But at the moment, definitely my favorite smell is peach, orange, just really nice citrusy smells. I'm really into that. Question 10, what's the furthest you've ever been from home? I'll be honest, I haven't really traveled much. I've been around the UK a lot, literally top to bottom. I've been to so many places and I've lived in so many places, but outside of the UK, I haven't really travelled. I've been to Paris and I've been to Africa, but that's about it. Question 11, do you have any special talents? No, I don't think so. I was always really sad about the fact that I didn't have a special talent. I'm one of those people that always thinks, well, I could be, say, amazing at horseback riding, but because I've never tried it, how do I know that I'm not good at it? Like, that's so crazy. Think of all the things you could be absolutely amazing at, but because you've never tried it, you have absolutely no idea if you're good at it or not. That's pretty wild. Question 12, where were you born? I was born in Wolverhampton in New Cross Hospital. Question 13, what are your hobbies? I like to read a lot. I like colouring in, as weird as that sounds. I like going on really long walks, just being out in nature, stuff like that. I like playing games on my computer. Question 14, do you have any pets? Yes, I have one dog. He's a black pug named Milo, and I also have some fish. I have quite a few discus, I have a ram, and I have a lot of tetras. I've currently got 2 tanks at the moment. If you can hear a weird humming noise, it's actually from one of my tanks, so I apologise. A big part of me never really wanted pets because I like the freedom of knowing that if I want to go on holiday or I want to go travelling, I can just pick up and go and I don't have to worry about anything. Obviously now that I've got fish and I recently got a dog, it's a lot harder, and That's probably the only part about having pets that I don't really like, but apart from that, I do really enjoy it. Say hi. Say hi. Hi. He's so dark you can't even see him. Why you got your sad face on? He's always got your sad face on. He's so cute. Kiss. Question 15, do you have any siblings? Yes, I have 2. I have one full brother, his name is Josh, and he is, I'm gonna say 21, I'm not 100% sure. I think he's 21. And I also have a half sister called Ava. She's my dad's daughter, and she was literally born not that long ago. She's only a few months old. Question 16, what do you want to be when you grow up? Well, it's a little late for that. I'm already 24, so I'm not really sure how I can answer that question. When I was a kid, I wanted to be so many different things, but I think the main thing I wanted to be was like a forensic, one of those, you know those people that are in CSI, the investigators, those type of people. I cannot remember what that job name is called. But I always really wanted to do something like that. I actually still do, but now I just feel like it's probably too late, and I feel like it would take so long to get qualified, and I'm not really sure I'm intelligent enough. So yeah, that's what I always wanted to do when I was a kid. Question 17, who was your first best friend? My first best friend was a guy called James. He was in my nursery and my first primary school, and we were literally best friends for the longest time. Our moms were best friends. We'd play with each other outside of school all the time. He'd come around, we'd play on my bouncy castle, like we just did so much together. I don't really speak to him now, but I do follow him on Instagram, so I do still keep up with what he's up to, which is nice. Question 18, how tall are you? I am 5'6". I used to be 5'8". When I was a teenager, I was super tall, but for whatever reason, as I've got older, I seem to be shrinking and getting shorter, which I'm not particularly happy with. I don't like being short. I wouldn't say I'm short, but I'm not exactly tall anymore. So yeah, I'm 5'6". It's not too bad, but it's not the best. Question 19, funniest moment throughout high school. I think the funniest moment was in year 7. I think I was in year 7. I was skipping lesson one day with my friend, and at that time it was really hard to actually get out of the school, because usually when I'd skive I would go outside of the school and I'd go to a park or something like that, but my school made it super difficult to get out. They had all the gates locked. Literally the only way you could get out was if you climbed fences or dug holes under fences, which is something that I actually did. Not proud of that, but you know. And on this one particular day, we couldn't get out of school, so I went into our main assembly hall, and we had this really big stage, and on the stage was a trapdoor, so you could go beneath the stage where they stored loads of chairs and tables and just different props and things like that. And I had the genius idea to skive underneath the stage. So me, my friend, and also my boyfriend went underneath the stage, and we were there for like an hour, and we just had to sit there. And my boyfriend was using his lighter to kind of light up underneath the stage because it was pitch black. And little did we know that my head of year and a few other teachers knew that we were in there and were literally waiting outside the stage, and eventually they came and got us out, which was super embarrassing. They just sat there for like 2 hours while we were underneath the stage just waiting for us to come out. And we got into a lot of trouble for that, which was great, but it was worth it because I didn't want to go to my cooking lesson. So yeah, I don't recommend skiving, guys. Don't do that. Definitely don't ever skive underneath your assembly stage. Don't do it. Question 20, how many countries have you visited? 2, not many. I haven't traveled much. That is one thing I really want to do in the future when I can afford it. It is very expensive, but I definitely want to see a lot of the world. I just haven't had the opportunity to yet. Question 21, what was your favorite / worst subject in high school? My favorite subject was engineering because I love my teacher and it was like a DOS lesson. I also really loved drama lesson. That was probably my most favorite, and I took it really seriously, but no one else in the class took it seriously at all. So it was always a little bit of a waste of time, but that was definitely my favourite lesson. My worst subject was definitely maths. I was never very good at it. I was always kind of in middle to high set, but I wasn't good at it at all. I hated it. I never went to maths lesson. Question 22, what is your favourite drink / animal / perfume? My favourite drink is for sure Lucozade, but I think they've changed it recently and took so much sugar out of it, which is a good thing, but it definitely doesn't taste as good. My favourite animal is elephants. I don't know what it is about them. They're so majestic. I've always loved elephants. I literally have about 1,000 elephant ornaments. I just love them. Favorite perfume is, I love Chloe. That's probably one of my favorites. I wear that pretty much every day. And then my favourite nighttime perfume is C by Giorgio Armani. Question 23. What would you name your children? I'm not 100% sure. It's not really something that I've ever thought about because I don't really think I'm going to end up having kids. I'm sure if I ever do, I'll think of some really nice names. Question 24. What sports do you play / have you played? I've literally played everything. When I was a kid, I was so mad about sports. Tennis, football, rounders, badminton, netball, golf, literally everything. I played everything. And then as I got older, I kind of lost interest in it. I just stopped playing. But now as an adult, I definitely still love playing tennis and badminton and things like that. It's probably my favourite sport to play. But when I was a kid, oh my god, I was sports mad. I literally played everything. Question 25. Who are some of your favourite YouTubers? I have a lot. I do watch a lot of people, and then there's times where I don't watch anyone at all. I love Rosie J. Pierce, love her vlogs. I love Chloe Cretan, love her vlogs too. I love watching Alfie and Zoe, always love watching their vlogs. Makeup wise, I love Glam and Gore. She's just incredible. I love Jordan Hans, can't say her name. Love Desi. There's so many. I follow so many just incredibly talented people. But I'd say vlogs are probably the main thing I watch now, so I tend to watch vloggers a little bit more. I would like some new vloggers to watch, so if you know of any that are good, please let me know in the comments and I'll go and check them out. Question 26. How many girlfriends / boyfriends have you had? When I was in primary school, I had a lot of boyfriends, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, they weren't proper boyfriends. It was kind of like one of those things where you decide to go out with each other and then you don't speak to each other for 6 months. It was kind of one of those. I've only ever had 2 proper boyfriends as an adult. My first relationship lasted 2 or 3 years, I think. And then my second boyfriend, I'm still with him and we've been together for nearly 7 years. But yeah, when I was in primary school, I'm not gonna lie, I had a lot of boyfriends. It's not a good thing. I fancied a lot of boys. Question 27. Favourite memory from childhood? I think my favourite memory was just watching wrestling and eating really nice food, playing lots of sports. I had a lot of really fun times in my childhood, just playing with different people, playing with my cousins, playing wrestling, like things like I had so much fun playing outside and not on my computer. Like, I feel like kids now are so attached to computers and iPads and iPhones, and when I was a kid it really wasn't like that. I mean, the only time I ever went on my computer to play The Sims was on rainy days. If it was sunny, I would be outside every single day and I would be playing some type of sports, just playing with my cousins. But today's generation of kids just isn't like that, and that makes me kind of sad because when you go down the street, there's never any kids out playing on bikes or anything like that. You can guarantee they're at home playing on their Xboxes, and that's a shame. Question 28. How would you describe your fashion sense? My fashion sense is a bit weird. I have one half of me that dresses like Kim K, and then the other half of me that's very grungy and quite gothic and quite edgy. I think I try and combine those 2 styles and kind of make it my own look. But generally I just wear pretty average clothes, jeans, normal tops, just boots. But I do like the fact though that I can kind of bounce from one extreme to the other. I do like that. Question 29. What phone do you have? iOS versus Android? I currently have an iPhone 6, which is a piece of poop, I'm not gonna lie. I have a battery life that lasts about 5 minutes. I cannot open any app like Snapchat, Twitter or Instagram without my phone dying instantly. Even if I've got 100% battery, my phone will just die. So I do definitely need to upgrade. I don't really know what phone I want. The iPhone 8 doesn't look particularly fabulous to me. I think I prefer the way the iPhone 7 looks, but I've read a lot of people are having battery issues with that too. So I'm really not sure. And then there's the iPhone X. I don't know, but I need to sort out my phone, that's for sure. Question 30. Tell us one of your bad habits. Bad habits. A bad habit I used to have, which I've said this in another video, I used to pick the skin around my fingers, mostly my thumbs, when I was anxious, but I haven't done that in about 6 months now. Like, my thumbs just look normal, which is fabulous, but I used to do that so much when I was a teenager if I was ever nervous or anxious, and it just looked gross. So that was probably my worst bad habit. I'd say my biggest bad habit is probably going to bed really late, which is something I've tried so long for years to kind of stop doing because I'm just so bad with going to bed at like a good time, and I get into the habit of going to bed early and then eventually I just fall out of it because I like watching Netflix and stuff at night and then I end up staying up quite late. So yeah, that's probably my main bad habit right now, is just going to bed late. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's a little bit random, but I thought I'd answer a few questions so you could know a few little random facts about me. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, and I will see you all next time.